Thanks for joining us. I'm Lauren Scafidi. New at noon, we've learned a Denver man is among the roughly 1,500 people President Biden picked to have their sentence commuted today. 58-year-old Johnny Earl Williams was convicted of a nonviolent offense. He now volunteers at his church and has worked as a criminal justice specialist and addiction counselor. The White House says all the offenders President Biden granted clemency are nonviolent, like Williams. 39 people also got pardons, but this all comes more than a week after Biden pardoned his son before he could be sentenced for his weapons and tax evasion convictions. New at noon, a new watchdog report says the FBI should have done more to prepare for potential violence ahead of the Capitol riot on January 6th. According to that report, the FBI said it didn't contact all of its field offices for information that could have helped law enforcement better prepare for protests. It also went on to say that no undercover FBI agents were at the rally that day, and that the FBI's paid informants who were there had not been given the authorization to break the law themselves. This new information stifles a conspiracy theory that the FBI had taken part in instigating the violence that day. We also just confirmed Meow Wolf is cutting 20% of its workforce. That 20% equals 75 jobs. Company officials say they'll be on a variety of levels, even senior leadership. They go on to say Meow Wolf is undergoing strategic restructuring. These are cuts on the national level. We're working to get more information on the impact at the Convergence Station in Denver. The company had also laid off 165 employees back in April. Well, check it out. It is just beautiful out there. The weather will not be bothering anyone today. Really can't complain about this mid-December, right? Joining me now is Keely Chalmers with our 9 News Weather Impact team. Keely, I'm digging these temps. How long is this going to last, though?
Well, temperatures already in the 50s. Actually, my forecast high for today, 53 degrees. We're already at 53 at this noon hour. We'll be cooling down a bit tomorrow, but then warming right back up. In fact, we are staying pretty uneventful, at least at the lower elevations, until about Wednesday, but we'll talk about that in just a second. So 53 at DIA, winds out of the east-southeast, right around 13 miles per hour. Current temperatures in 40s and 50s across the plains, 20s, 30s in the mountains for this afternoon. Live radar quiet. We got a ridge of high pressure building in. That's in place. That is keeping us quiet today. Mostly sunny skies, 53. Our forecast high, we're already at 53, so I wouldn't be surprised if we sneak a degree or two above that. Those winds certainly a lot lighter as well. Winds not going to be an issue today. Forecast highs, upper 40s, low 50s across the plains, 30s, 40s for the mountains. And a look at your weather impact headlines for today. Mild today, again, highs in the 50s once again. We are going to see some mountain snow moving in tomorrow, and then once again on Sunday. How about some snow in the metro area? We are staying dry through at least next Monday, next Wednesday rather, most likely. We'll talk about that snow on Wednesday, the likelihood, and your weekend forecast coming up in your complete forecast in just a bit.
Really, thank you so much. In an hour, a teenager who killed a woman in 2021 after a minor crash on Colfax is set to be sentenced. Police say Remy Cordova was 14 years old when he shot and killed Pamela Cabriales after her car bumped into the car that he was riding in. Last month, a jury found Cordova guilty of first-degree murder and other charges. He faces life in prison, but because of his age at the time of the crime, he'll be eligible for parole after 40 years. This morning, a former bar owner accused of sexual assault was arraigned. He's pleading not guilty. 55-year-old Jay Bianchi faces 6 felony counts of sexual assault. The charges filed are specified as victim incapable, no consent, and victim helpless. Bianchi used to be a part owner of So Many Roads Brewery, and he had ties to other Denver establishments. A trial date is now set for June. A woman is paying for billboards that are up across northern Colorado. She hopes someone will help her and police find the person who killed her husband. Investigators say someone shot and killed Paul Gallenstein. Gallenstein was hiking the Foothills Trail at Horsetooth Reservoir. That was September 10th last year. His family says it was a trail he had been on plenty of times.
One of the things that Paul had on was an Apple Watch, so that was tracking his heart rate, so we know the exact time that his heart stopped.
The Larimer County Sheriff's Office says they've exhausted most leads from the public on this case, so they hope putting his picture out there again will bring in some more new information. There was also a $50,000 cash reward for any information that can help lead to an arrest. If you know something, reach out to the Larimer County Sheriff's Office. Time magazine picked Donald Trump as its Person of the Year once again. The editor-in-chief announced it on the Today Show this morning. She said Trump was someone who had the most influence on news in 2024. He beat out Kamala Harris, Elon Musk, Israel's President Benjamin Netanyahu, and Kate Middleton. Trump was also Person of the Year in 2016.